Hey all, happy Lunar New Year. 2024 brings in the year of the dragon, and what are we gonna do to celebrate it? We're gonna be capturing shiny dragon Pokemon. Wait. Let's take a step back. What is Lunar New Year? For the uninitiated, Lunar New Year is a event that is celebrated by billions around the world. Each year is represented by one out of the 12 zodiac animals. The holiday falls on the second new moon after the winter solstice on December 21st. In many countries, it goes by different names. Some of the countries that celebrate Lunar New Year are Korea, Vietnam, and Mongolia. I know better not to try and pronounce these names, so here they are. Here in the States, Asian immigrants and their descendants like me use Lunar New Year as a time to celebrate with family, eat great food, and hang out in the international districts or Chinatown, as most of you may know it as. To me, Lunar New Year is going down to the international district and volunteering at the dragon dances ceremonies at the Wingluke Museum. Every February, they host Lunar New Year dragon dance celebrations. They use this time to weed off the evil spirits and to usher in a new year of fortune and great luck. I've been doing this since I was in college, and it's my favorite time of the year to reset and move forward from the previous years. It's a home away from home. Despite what a previous year may throw at me, I always have the Wingluke Museum and the Dragon Dance ceremonies to look forward to and to celebrate in the Lunar New Year. With that context out of the way, let's catch some shiny dragon Pokemon. My method to capture these shiny dragons were Masuda methoding and Dynamax adventures in Pokemon Shield. I'm aiming for the following dragon Pokemon: Alolan Executor, Bagon, Dreepy, Hydrapple, and Latias. The reason why I chose these Pokemon, they're pretty straightforward. They're all dragon Pokemon. I don't have them in my collection, and to finally get Latios' female counterpart, Latias. Back in January 2023, I was doing some Dynamax adventuring and got a Latios, probably 5 or 6 resets. I was working on Latias, but I took a break after 87 resets. 2024 Year of the Dragon, I felt like it's a good time to get Latias. We must land this yellow plane. Now, to make it a bit more automated, I'll be using this tool called a switch up. I love this device because I play other games on stream, and I can still get my fix for Pokemon. In fact, that's how we got our first Pokemon, Shiny Drippy. Let's go! One of the best parts of owning this device is that I can shiny hunt even when I sleep. So when I'm Pokemon sleeping, I can Masuda method my shinies. This very niche example is how I got my next 2 shinies, Bagon and Applin, which I evolved that into a Hydrapple. Netting 3 shinies into this challenge, I feel like it was time to hunt for the big kahuna, Shiny Latias. Dynamax adventures can be pretty fun. Growing up playing through generations 1 through 3, I was a certified button masher. I didn't really understand the type matchups, nor did I care, I just kept pressing A. The Dynamax Adventures has helped me better understand the type charts and how to counter them. Not all Dynamax Adventures are created equal. To me, Latias is a very annoying raid for 2 reasons. One is the reflect and the other is the speed. It was a day before Lunar New Year when my sister's dog wasn't feeling too well, whose likeness we use for my stickers for our charity streams we hold twice a year. She's spending her golden years being well taken care of, but recently she's been getting seizures and had to be taken care of at the vet ER. My brother and I wanted to hang with our older sister to keep her company during this time. We took some VHS Pokemon, My Neighbor Totoro, some pizza toppings to make some pizza, brought it to her house to get her mind off of Momo. Spending time with our sister cooking pizza, I also made some time to do some shiny hunting. We also spent some time going through our phones looking at Momo's old photos. Please, if you're watching this and you have a fur baby, hug them close, give them the belly rubs. It's a real blessing to spend so many years with your family pets, and it's also pretty hard to see them age. Having spent time with family was another reminder of the Lunar New Year festivities. Here's a quick update on Momo. She's feeling better, she's back home, she's on medications, and we have this little stroller that we use whenever she needs to go out on a walk. Please keep Momo in your thoughts. Well, heading into February 3rd, it was time to volunteer at the Wing Luke for the Lunar New Year celebrations. At a young age, my parents instilled in me the need to volunteer and give back. Growing up as a son of a Filipino immigrant mother and a Japanese American father, the International District or Chinatown was our safe haven. We were able to get our ingredients at the stores there to make our favorite foods, whether it be pancit, lumpia, mochi butter, or any other meal. You can always rely on the International District to find our ingredients. Shout out to Wajamaya. They follow me on Twitter, and I don't know, I think that's kind of one of the coolest flex that an Asian American can have. The pandemic did a real number on those small businesses, and 4 years out, we still get hateful people coming into our neighborhood. That's one of the reasons why I volunteer here every year. Not only to support local businesses, but also to be visible in our safe haven we call home. We only have one international district. These ceremonies are important to show people why this place is important to us. It has community, great food, and preservation of the Asian American experience. If you all have one, I encourage you all to visit your local Chinatown and support the local business there. You may end up finding your favorite next restaurant, or you might find some Pokemon merch at the bookstores there. Stop by and stay a little while. After a full days of festivities, I went to the local bakery to get some buns for the family, bought some retro games over at Pink Gorilla, and said my goodbyes to the ID. Heading home. We had a yellow plane that we needed landing. I had the big brain idea of streaming my Dynamax adventure runs while also doing my resets for a shiny Celebi. I was also wrapping up my playthrough of Pokemon Crystal and getting to the main goal of the playthrough, a shiny Celebi. As you all know, the 3DS services are shutting down in April of 2023. The Pokemon Company did say that the services for Pokemon Bank and Transporter will continue on past April, but to be safe, I wanted to get this shiny out of the way. Knowing that the Gen 2 odds are 1 out of 8,192, I was in it for the grind. But then, Latias is in the ball, and hopefully... Oh, is that a shiny Licky Tongue? I think that's a shiny Licky Tongue. That. Nope, okay. Latias is shiny. Chat! Oh, no! Yes! There we go! That's a... Okay, look, chat. That is our shiny. Oh my god! Well, we got Celebi under odds. Who would have thought? To be honest, I was not expecting that shiny hunt to be under odds. Surely my Latias hunt will be under odds too, right? Right? I started these hunts in late January, and well, this darn yellow plane hasn't even landed yet. We were going over odds, and I was getting real worried that we may not be getting this Latias to shine. Was my luck all spent on that Celebi? Are we gonna go 3 times over odds to get this Latias? I decided it was time to take a break from this Dynamax adventure for Latias and work on another shiny hunt. A reset, if you will. Remember earlier when I said I wanted to get a Alolan Executor? Well, it turns out you can't evolve and execute into a Alolan Execute. The only ways you can get a Execute into Generation 9 is by getting it from Generation 7, capture it in Scarlet and Violet's Indigo Disc DLC. So I figure I'd give it a go, do the picnic resets, and see if we can get our tall boy to shine. Well, after 16 quick resets for picnic, scoring that easy shiny helped me get back into a better mindset for the Latias Dynamax adventures. I found some wind in my sails, and it was time to head back into Pokemon Shield to land that yellow plane. This time around, I borrowed my brother's Switch. I figured getting a second Switch would help reduce the RNG, at least I'll have 2 solid Pokemon I can control to fight Latias. And lo and behold, 2 resets later, clocking in at 267, the yellow plane finally landed. It was off stream though, unfortunately. Heck, we even scored a Crocodile. Kinda neat how both of these are yellow shiny Pokemon, and I finally got a shiny on my brother's Switch. Oh man, what a way to close the challenge. Year of the Dragon is one of the most desired zodiac symbols. Arriving 5th in the sequence, the dragon is the most potent. An overwhelming mixture of respect and hope in invoking the dragon's power for prosperity. I managed to hit all my target dragon Pokemon for this challenge. I also got a lot of non-target shinies too, that was pretty cool. I was the most surprised that our Celebraed was under odds, meanwhile our Latias was over odds. Talk about luck, right? Progress may not be always linear. Sometimes to move forward, you need to take a step back and reset. I hope your Lunar New Year will bring you prosperity and good fortune.